Hey, you guys, King6, aka Raymond. Well, guys, I'm going to try to do something a little differently. Now, I'm sure you guys have watched the new episodes of Wandavision, which, hey, has some great episodes, but it makes you wonder, like, what is it about, and why is it the way it is? Now, guys, I will show you some clips, but I'm not going to play the audio or any of that stuff. So I will pause from here and there, so to give you guys an idea of what I believe. So let's get to it. Now, as you guys may have known, Age of Ultron was was voted as one of the worst Marvel films ever created. An Avengers movie. It felt rushed, but also, as you guys can see, it had one of the greatest villains one of the most classic Marvel villains in history, Ultron. Now, let's play this. Now, as you guys may have known, if you remembered in the movie, Ultron is trying to put himself inside the body of Vision, if you guys may have remembered correctly. Now, he's uploading his brain inside the body of Ultron, from Ultron to Vision. And as you guys may have remembered, in this cradle, it created Vision. And also, what's crazy about that is knowing that we see the Mind Stone right there, which make up most of Vision's body. Now, I have to say that after when he was created, we would have thought we would have had an evil version of Ultron, but they uploaded, as you guys may have remembered, Stark uploaded Jarvis, which is voiced and played by a great actor named Paul Bettany. Now, bear in mind, guys, this movie was, like I said, this movie was panned as one of the worst films ever created. But now that WandaVision came out, now I read that everybody's actually watching the movie again to try to figure out what's going on in WandaVision. I'm sure you guys have watched it. It's one of the craziest shows I have ever seen. And it's also amazing. But the one thing we have not figured out lately is one thing. S.W.O.R.D. As you guys may have known, S.W.O.R.D. is a new protective agency, like S.H.I.E.L.D., but S.W.O.R.D., it deals with intergalactic and supernatural beings. Now, I find it crazy knowing the fact that within the show, we've seen in WandaVision, we've seen like black and white, we've seen color, we've seen it in different types of episodes, knowing the fact that everything is intertwined with Scarlet Witch and Vision. Now, let's go back to the first episode. We're gonna go through 1 through 5 because there's a lot of things that I want to discuss. Now, if you guys remembered in the first episode, we seen in black and white, it was like I Love Lucy. But if you remember, this guy was choking on a fruit, and as you can see, in Scarlet Witch was noticing, she kept saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it." He said, "Vision, help him." Now watch what happens. He literally phased himself and got the food out of his throat. And after that, everything just went back to normal like a television show. So what's weird about that is that, guys, we all know that Vision died in the movie Infinity War, as we see in Thanos trying to collect all the Infinity Stones. And you guys may have remembered how he did it. He just ripped it out of his head and just took it by killing him. It was crazy. I mean, as you guys may have seen that movie Infinity War, that was one of the hardest things to watch. But also, what was way worse is seeing all our heroes disappearing into nothing. Now, let's fast forward to now, it's still in black and white, but isn't it weird that we've seen a helicopter right there, guys, in color? But here's the thing. If you guys notice right here, that's the S.W.O.R.D logo. So S.W.O.R.D is trying to get in contact with Wanda, but for some strange reason, Wanda doesn't want help from anybody. And I find that a little unusual, knowing the fact that we are seeing that, and also trying to figure out exactly like what the hell is going on. Now, if you guys may have remembered this episode this part right here, they said, "Wanda, can you hear us? Wanda, who's doing this to you? Can you hear us?" He said, "Who are you? Wanda, what's going on? Wanda, can you hear us? Wanda, what's going on? Why can't you contact us?" So we've heard that. As remembered through the episodes, it was episode 4, I believe. It was the lieutenant. It was Lieutenant Kim. As you guys may have remembered, he's the comedian from, I forgot what show it was, but it had Ken Chow on it, I believe, and he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp as the FBI agent, keeping an eye on Scott being on house arrest. We know he's the one who was the agent trying to contact him. Now, what was weird about this episode right here at the very end, as they were outside, they noticed something very strange about the sewer. Now we see in episode 4, they sent a S.W.O.R.D agent to try to get inside and try to figure out what's going on. And a beekeeper, and he was wearing we saw him as like an old outfit, but we seen him as a S.W.O.R.D agent. And as he turned and looked, he said no. So somehow she reversed everything. And I got to admit, that's kind of weird. I didn't understand why in that episode, why is she acting the way she is? And as for Vision, it's kind of hard to understand like why Vision is acting the way he is. Because we all know he died. And it was kind of hard to figure out, because as you guys may have seen on the episodes, he still has the Mind Stone. And we all know that all the stones were returned in the movie Endgame. Spoiler alert. But now we see a S.W.O.R.D agent, and as Wanda was telling him that she used to have a twin after having twins, which I find very crazy. Now she said, "Wait a minute, you have a twin? Wasn't he killed by Ultron?" And then as she was wondering like, "Who are you?" And she sees the S.W.O.R.D emblem again, which was the same as the plane, as the helicopter. So as she's trying to ask, "Who are you? And who are you? And why are you here?" She's trying to tell him the truth. And as you guys may have remembered, I don't know if it was this episode or the other episode, we seen her get shot out. We saw her get shot out. See, there's the town where they can't go in, and as you can see right there, it's being controlled by something, and right there, she was shot out. Now, believe it or not, guys, she's the daughter of one of Carol Danvers' friends. But she's known as Lieutenant Trouble when she was a kid, but she's grown up. Now, on the 4th episode, we interrupt this program. We see Lieutenant Trouble meet the FBI agent, try to figure out exactly what happened. But as you guys may have seen in the episode, she came back. Now, as you guys may remember, the Hulk snapped and everybody came back. Now I find this a little unusual in the on this part right here. Now, as you can see, that when Hulk snapped, everybody came back, and we see that she's back. But we later find out that her mom died of cancer, and that was the hard part right there, knowing the fact that when she came back after 5 years, and knowing that she's gone. Now, we see her with the FBI agent, and we see the helicopter. That same helicopter that we've seen on the second episode. Now, she tried to use it. It's like a spy cam. Or a UAV if you wanna think about it right there. If you're playing Call of Duty very much. As you can see, it went in, and it's gone. Now, right there, you can see that somehow she could feel a force field, an energy force field, and she got sucked in. And that's where we found out that that's the same woman that we've seen that was shot out. Now, as you guys may remember, Kat, who is the best friend of Jane Foster in Thor and Dark World, she came back and she was able to find out that you could be able to watch the episode of WandaVision. But here, talk about him. Now, this guy, I don't know who that guy is. He's some type of agent. He's giving me like a Hydra vibe. Do you guys remember Alexander Pierce from Winter Soldier? Played by the great, well, he's still alive, by the great Robert Redford. S.W.O.R.D was compromised, and Alexander Pierce was the one who orchestrated everything. Now, what's crazy about that is that she found the shows, but we all know that there's notice that Vision's dead, so they're wondering, how is he there if he's gone? But hey, on that episode, we later find out that we found out the truth about how Vision is there. And it was one of the it was kind of the most devastating things we have to see. Now, you guys may have remembered that Vision died and was, without the stone, he was not able to move and everything. Now, somehow Scarlet Witch is in the S.W.O.R.D headquarters. He broke in and stole Vision's body, the dead body of Vision. Now that part I missed. I want you guys to take a look at something. Now, Wanda would not do that. Would she? Now, I want you to take a look. These are pieces. These are the pieces of Vision. And I find it a little unusual. So S.W.O.R.D technically broke him apart to try to figure out what made him tick. But how did Scarlet Witch know that Vision was taken by S.W.O.R.D? Now, guys, that is a mystery. Now, the guy stated that they took him to try to figure out what made him tick. Although we did find out a lot of things from, they also had an argument that ever since Thanos came, Wanda was able to defeat him, would have been able to defeat him easily. But although they actually found out that Captain Marvel was able to defeat him. Now, here's the bad. They sent out a drone with a gun. Now, she's telling him to take the shot. They found out that UAV is armed. So they try to shoot her. And look at this. What's strangely enough is that, look right there. In the episode, we later see Scarlet Witch, Wanda, come out of that portal. And she's wearing the same costume. even with the drone. Now, what I find weird is that she said, I'm giving you my last warning, your only warning. Don't bother us. And she was willing to kill everyone. Now, here's something I want to technically show you guys something because I think I spotted something. Now, as you can see her opening a world. Now, you can actually see a face in there. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, I did see it. Hang on, guys. It's kind of tough to... Now, we all know that she's able to control people. But who's controlling her? Oh, I had it. Sorry, guys. I wish this thing actually has a slow motion thing, but it doesn't. But I just found something. Let's see if I can be able to pause it right there. There you go. Right there. Now, as you guys can see that she's actually opening a new, the world, opening a reality. Isn't it a little strange that she's able to do that? But, guys, if you look right here, you can see an eye and you can see a nose. You know what that tells me? Now, guys, there's a lot of rumors going around that Mephistopheles is the one who's controlling her. And Mephistopheles, as you know, is the devil. And in Marvel, there's actually a devil, a Marvel villain of the devil named Mephistopheles. But you notice that we've seen the same lady twice. The same lady twice in every episode. Now, let's see if I can... Yeah, here we are. Now, this is Agnes. We've seen her in every single episode. There's also a Marvel villain named Agnes Harkness. She's like Madam Web from Spider-Man. If you guys know your Spider-Man characters, Madam Web's like a psychic and also predicts the future and everything. But I think I have a feeling she's the one controlling Scarlet Witch because she's everywhere. And we've seen a lot of Easter eggs. The doctor that helped deliver the twins, he said, that's the one thing about this town. You can never escape, even if you try. Even Agnes says, there's somebody here that doesn't belong, and that was Lieutenant Trouble, that girl. Now, I want to point out something that I found very, very strange. Now, after coming home and trying to figure out what's going on, we see Vision trying to figure out what's going on. What did you do? I said, I don't know what's going on around here. He said, stop lying to me. And look at that. She was willing to fight him. And she said she has everything under control. And he asked him, what's out of Westview? He said, you don't want to know. He said, you don't make that decision for me. And he's like, you never yelled at me like this. I said, I can't. I don't know who I am. I don't know what happened in my life. I don't know why I'm here. Now, guys, I want to say, no, guys, sorry, I'm losing my voice. Now, that's kind of sad to watch because Vision doesn't remember anything. He doesn't remember, what happened. The only thing that he remembered was getting the stone ripped out of his head. Now Scarlet Witch is trying to tell everyone that she's controlling everyone. He said, I'm trying to people walk their dog, trying to go to their dentist appointments. I'm trying to control everything. But right here, she says, I don't know how this started. She doesn't know how it started. So even she doesn't know. That right there tells me somebody's controlling her. Now, this was one of the biggest surprises in MCU history. when she opens the door, we see her brother, Pedro. But here's the strange part. That's not the same guy. I think his name is Aaron something. We've seen that guy as Quicksilver in Age of Ultron. But this guy played in X-Men. Now that was the end of the show. End of that episode. So next week we're supposed to see another new episode where everything's in color, and we're actually seeing Wanda and Vision dress up like they're Marvel characters in the comic books, which I find that's really cool. I have a feeling, guys, that as you guys may have remembered, Fox sold the rights to Disney. We got Deadpool, we got Fantastic Four, we got the Daredevil, and the X-Men. The only one we don't have, also Spider-Man also, but the only one we don't have is the Incredible Hulk, who is owned by Universal. So, I think WandaVision is kind of introducing us to the X-Men again. Now guys, there is a rumor going around that in Deadpool 3, if Fox didn't sell the rights, we were supposed to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine again, going on a road trip. But Deadpool is actually coming back. It's in productions. And there's a rumor going around we might see Wolverine in Deadpool, but I doubt it. But in X-Men, we might be seeing the same people who played the X-Men characters. The only thing that's missing right here is we might see Wanda's dad, as you guys know, is Eric Landshear, who is Magneto. But who are we going to see? Are we going to see Sir Ian McKellen as Magneto, or Michael Fassbender as the young Magneto? But we don't know. I would like to see that. But guys, I later find out that this show, the season finale, is in March. And guess what's coming up next in March? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But I'm still trying to figure out who's controlling Wanda, and how is Vision there? Because we know he's dead. I have a feeling, guys, someone is controlling Vision and influencing Wanda. So seeing Pedro there, now we know that his brother's back, which is a little unusual, because as you guys know, she was opening a different reality. Now, this is supposed to be tying into Doctor Strange 2, Multiverse of Madness, and Scarlet Witch is also in the movie. Now, it's rumored that Doctor Strange will fight 2 Avengers in the movie. So I have a feeling that he might be fighting Wanda. Maybe try to get her out of the mind control or something. Which I'm not sure, but that would be really cool to see. But guys, this year, if movies come out in theaters, and hopefully they'll come out, we got Black Widow, we got the Eternals, and this year we're supposed to be getting Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, where for the first time we're actually going to see the actual Mandarin. And I can't wait to see that. But it all depends. We'll see soon enough. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about my voice. I'm trying to get over a cold and my voice is raspy. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reaction gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoyed this. So, am I right? Am I wrong? We'll find that out. But guys, this show is crazy. And it also made me rewatch Endgame, Infinity War, and also made me go back to watch Age of Ultron to find out what I missed. But hey, what can I say? Also, guys, I found out that in the cast, James Spader is back as Ultron. So I have a feeling that we might see Ultron again. But I have a feeling that I think Ultron might be inside Vision. Because if you guys remembered in Age of Ultron, he was trying to upload his mind in the Vision body. But also it's been changed and it's Jarvis. But whatever it is, we'll find out. And I'm looking forward to it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more reactions with gameplay. Drop some likes if you enjoyed this. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. We'll find that out for sure. I can't wait to see what next week has. Thank you guys for watching. And don't forget, like I always say, stay positive and give me your thoughts on how you like the show WandaVision. And let me hear your predictions.